Everyone's impersonating chief of staff. So, Mike, this is weird. The Wall Street Journal reports that somebody is pretending to be Susie Wiles, sending texts and calling major Republicans and business executives. And the FBI is now investigating who's catfishing as her. How serious is this? Why is this out now? You know the story behind the story.
Well, I'm actually delighted when I read this story to see that they just came out and said we don't know who did it. It's the first time I've heard the FBI say it's that not blame it on the Russians.
Yeah.
I mean, this is I'm so used to we don't know who did this. It's probably the Russians. It must be the Russians. And so I think credit to Cash and Dan Bongino for just saying we don't know. We're investigating.
Yeah. Is this dangerous?
I mean, it's a very strange story because it was a solicitation for cash combined with pardon requests. I mean,
do you think
we
they didn't know who it was, Susie Wiles? They just thought it was somebody like a Nigerian prince email. They just throw it out to anybody.
Well, but this is I think that they're so used to seeing the ability to pay for pardons that they thought that this is the new Nigerian prince scam. It's like, hey, you saw how much Biden donors were, paying Biden for this, and this is the best way to get money out of people is they'll give if they think that you'll pardon their friends.
Yeah, Tyrus, I'm going to use this story as an excuse to address the AI stuff that has been plaguing you, Kat, and me. These crazy stories. I have relatives contacting me going, "Oh, Greg, why didn't you show me this picture of your baby? Oh, I got it on Facebook." That's not my baby. This is AI. This is AI. Driving me nuts, man. This is just like, oh, that is not my baby. Also, my eye's missing in that picture. That's an ugly baby. It is. Look at it. It's like a 3. Tyrus?
Yeah.
This is kind of the same thing.
You know, it's funny because Facebook did this nonstop where they would target, especially my silver-haired foxes.
Yes.
They would get messages from me saying that my wife is divorcing me and has taken all my money. And maybe that's true, but and I need $200 to get through the week. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm on TV every week, and I'm 4 times the size of my co-host. I can get money whenever I need it. But it's you just shake them and magic. It's like a leprechaun with this little box. But we laugh about it. And recently I adopted a child.
And I love this story. It says you adopted a child with autism.
Yes.
And look, the guy's in the kid's shirt says autism.
And the best part is, look how unhappy he is to be adopted. And I was just. And then that's what, I guess, white pig-nosed me looks like. They didn't even care.
That doesn't even look like you.
That doesn't even remotely look like me. That doesn't look like Ingrid. Maybe that's the next one. I don't know. But you laugh at it because that's a good, like a feel-good story. But I had to say, no, I'm sorry. I did not adopt him. Look at the look on his face. I'm not bringing that home. I mean, it's just...
Yeah.
But when it's bad, because it could be Tyrus beats wife and children constantly in his air. Greg Gutfeld throws baby across. Emily Companion cusses out Pope when they meet. I mean, there's a million things. You've heard her language on the show. It's not like it's a stretch. But it's just this thing where you want to see real repercussions because during the pandemic, especially, Facebook allowed people to go after us, conservatives, nonstop. And a lot of people lost money. A lot of people, I'm so tired of people calling up my live event lines going, Tyrus and me are going into business together. And he said, if I send him $200, I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on TV, you don't need money. Do not ever, and if my video phone does not work, it's a catfish. And if I have an Indian accent, I'm trying to tell you, it's not me.
Emily, what about you? Have you been have you been a victim of scams, or are you the scammer?
Every day, all day. My last book signing that I did, 2 fiancés of mine attended. Oh no, I'm married. That's the whole point. That every single person thinks that they are in a relationship with me. And this one time, this poor group, they thought they had meetings with me over Zoom where AI created my face, email, phone calls, all the things with my voice. They thought I was a speaker. They paid me over $8,000 to come and be the keynote speaker to this group, and made posters. People bought tickets. People to fly in. I caught wind of it and then was like, no, none of this is me. I could never have been able to speak to the group anyway because it was political. Like, we're not allowed to. All the things.
Angels.
That I would have been the pop out of the cake. And so the poor things are out of the money, whatever. And then the other thing is it had a reputational impact because other groups are like, oh, we saw that you were going to speak here, but then you didn't come last minute, like something happened. And so it like massively, and then people, the other thing is everyone comes, like respectfully to you guys, like don't get mad at me because I feel like so many people come to me and it's like, do something about it. I'm like, I'm trying. Meta, they say it doesn't go against our community guidelines. There's a billion Emily Campanos. I do not DM. I do not ask you for money. I am not single. I do not want any of that. And yet Meta somehow does not let us report and take them down. They still say it's fine.
You know, it's interesting. You said you don't DM, you're not single, but you didn't disavow those movies you made in Germany in the 90s. Yes, she's proud. Phil, feel free to comment on this controversy with the White House or any kind of thing that you like.
I feel really left out because nobody's making AI videos about me, and I need the money. And so, but I mean, look, the conclusion obviously is that we don't have the legal framework. The law has not caught up with this, and it's one thing. Remember those like you can really dance videos? I actually didn't know that those were fake, but they're not defamatory per se. They're funny, so you know you could take a celebrity and make those videos, and there's no recourse. But then when it comes to a situation like yours, where you know you're accused of breach of contract and people are spending money and flying in, there's reputational damage. I'm not aware of any case that's been brought. I think actually maybe we can bring something together on this and like take down AI.
Comedy shows and stuff, fake ones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Events in New Jersey where they're like, hey, Tyrus, where you at? I'm like, I'm not booked through you guys.
You know, it's interesting. But the point is, must happen all through history where the society has to catch up to the progress or the advancement. I'm sure murder went on for a while before they said like.
Yeah, so did dating. So did dating your livestock.
Hey.
That's what the 10 Commandments said. Hey, they had to set some rules. We got to get it together.
It was those rules that made me a libertarian.
Yeah.